How do YouTube? Yeah, I don't usually do this. When it comes to doing sort of pre-convention videos, I like to do mine in the week leading up to the convention. But just lately, I've noticed there's been quite a few YouTubers have been putting out their pre TFN videos. I first noticed it when Graham the Collector 75 did his video a couple of days ago, and obviously, I'm a huge fan of Graham. I cite him as one of the principal reasons why I became a Transformer collector and a YouTube reviewer, because I hold him in such high regard. But he then said in his video that he'd seen the usual crowd doing their videos. That's like starting with Tony Soundwave SG1. He always starts the ball rolling every year with his video, where he goes through the etiquette for attending conventions for people who would be first time attendees, and he always goes through the numbers, explaining what to expect, what to take with you, how to behave, and all that stuff. And Sammy Skullgrim 140's done one, and who else has done one? Ian Airlift has done one. So I thought I'd do one as well, seeing as it seems to be the in thing with the YouTubers doing their sort of pre-TF Nations, even though this particular video I'm doing now isn't going to be my full-on pre-TF Nation video for this year. This is just a quick, I'm hoping to keep this fairly short, just a quick proviso on what my plans are for the event. And yeah, so I'll do another one later on, a bit closer to the time. But anyway, yeah, chewing the fat, talking about the upcoming TF Nation. So it's about 45 days to go to the convention, and excitement is building, as it is with certain YouTubers. I bought my ticket as soon as they were announced. I also booked the hotel room, and this year I'm doing something a little bit different. I'm going for the extended convention experience. In other words, I will be going on going from the Thursday through to the Monday. Now, the last couple of years I've only done the Friday to Sunday, and the first time I attended a convention, which was Auto Assembly 2014, I only went on the Saturday. But this time round, I've decided I want to go that little bit extra. I want to do more of the convention, and my main focus, the main reason why I'm doing it, is to give me more time to socialise, which is a bit of an oxymoron really, because I'm not very good at socialising. I'm a bit of a social leper. I'm not very good at getting on with, unless I know them. I'm not very good at making small talk and stuff like that. But that's just me. But yeah, I'm planning on getting there for sort of midday-ish, or just after midday on the Thursday, and then going through till Monday morning. So hopefully it will give me more time to sit down, have decent chats with other people, and that was my main reason for doing that. The main downside of doing the extended convention experience is it means I'll be spending 4 nights at the Hilton Hotel instead of 2. So basically, it's costing me double. My hotel bill is going to be double what it has been for the last couple of years, and so it's going to cost me over 200 quid. But that's just the thing of it. Obviously, it's going to cost me more in car parking fees and drinks and food and stuff like that, but that's just par for the course. I'm hoping that this extra investment in doing the longer convention is going to mean for a better, more meaningful convention for me in the long run, and that's the reason why I'm doing it. What else can I say? Guests, I think there's a few more guests that need to be announced. The only one I'm really interested in getting something signed for is Venus Terzo, because I want to get her to sign this. Obviously, I've got the packaging for it, so I'll put her back in a box and take her along. The world first review of Legends Black Arachnia, and I'd like to get that signed. Not really bothered about the other guests, really. I mean, I know Bob Buddha, I can't even bloody say it. Bob Budapansky or whatever his name is, the father of Transformers, the guy who basically created all the character names back in the beginning of G1. He's going to be there. But and yeah, I did collect the G1 Marvel G1 comics back in the day. Unfortunately, I don't have them anymore. I wish I did. Else I would be taking some along to get him to sign. But I'm not that bothered about it. I might get a bit more excited about it closer to the time. But at the moment, I mean, Venus is the only person I want to get anything signed by. What am I planning on getting? Because I noticed Tony's put another video out where he's asking people to put their shopping lists up, and because he's curious to know what other people are after. Me, basically, Titan's Return. My big e-ticket item I'm planning on getting at TF Nation this year is, of course, Titan's Return Titan Class Triptychon, because I just think it looks incredible. It looks amazing. I want it. I bought Fort Max. Well, actually, no, I bought Fort Max at Rollout Roll Call last year, didn't I? I didn't buy it at TF Nation, but I've got Fort Max. But I want Triptychon, so I'm hoping that he will be out in time. But apparently, it's the Hasbro one is going to be released, in the next couple of weeks. So hopefully, I should think Kapow will have a bunch of them, and so will the Space Bridge or what's the other trader? Anyway, so I should think there'll be a few of them there. I still need to get the Wave 3 Deluxes. I haven't got any of those, even though I've pre-ordered the Wave 4 Voyagers and Deluxes from Kapow, just waiting for them to come in. So yeah, there's that. There's a few other little figures from the Titans Return line which haven't cropped up yet, which I'd like to get. As for anything else, I don't know so much. I mean, in the last two conventions, I spent over £1,000. I specifically took £1,000 at the last auto assembly, and last year I was on with the me and Max Love Toys stall, and I had some of the Tom Henson bot lot bots that I was selling, and because of that, the extra cash from selling those bots, I managed to boost up the money that I took with me and spent over £1,000 again. This time round, I've got my budget sorted for TF Nation. What I do is I have my current account where my usual money and goings in and goings out goes into, but I have a separate Building Society cash card account, which just sits there, and I pay into it every month with a standing order, £50 a month, and that just builds up over the 12 months, and I use that as my war chest for TF Nation, and that will should have £600 in it come the time of the convention, so I'll be using that. I might cream some money off my current account, probably about another £200, and perhaps take some money off the credit card. But because obviously I'm going to be having to pay this £200 odd hotel bill when I check in at the Hilton on the Thursday, it might cramp my budget a little bit. But to be honest, I'm not really expecting to go too mad this year. There's not a great deal of stuff that I'm specifically after, and hopefully, my first session on the Saturday, I can get the majority of the figures in that I want, and then the rest of the time it's just going around and picking and choosing whatever you fancy. So mostly Titans Return stuff. Actually, there is a couple of G1 figures I'd like to get hold of. I wouldn't say I really want to get hold of a Trailbreaker, a G1 Trailbreaker, because I've collected quite a few Trailbreakers lately, and I'd like a G1 to go with them. I wouldn't say no to a G1 Mirage as well, because he's a pretty cool car bot. I can't think that there's anything else particularly that I want to get. It'll just be a case of let's see what's on the show. There's still a few details to come out from the TF Nation organisers. They're still keeping some of the cards close to their chest. They haven't given the itinerary of events yet. They haven't given out the list of the traders. I think it's going to be the usual crowd. It's going to be Kapow, Space Bridge, Toy-Fu, Zyber Toys, Joker's Toy Box, the usual crowd. And hopefully, this is something else, hopefully Dave Tree will be there with all the cool stuff again. Now, I want to have a word with Dave Tree. I want to ask him why there hasn't been a rollout roll call this year. I've I've got a fairly good idea why there wasn't a rollout roll call this year, but I'd like to hear it from the horse's mouth. I'm not on Facebook, so I can't contact him on Facebook and ask him that way. I have put a comment on one of his videos, but he either didn't see it or didn't reply to it. So yeah, I'd like to just have a chat with Dave Tree as to why there isn't a rollout roll call this year. But yeah, so TF Nation's only a couple of weeks away. We've just got the Last Night movie just this weekend gone. I went to see it. I quite liked it. I thought it was really good. Obviously there's just thinking about it, there might be some Last Night toys I want to pick up at the convention if they're reasonably priced, especially if I haven't got them already. The Megatrons, the Voyager, and the Leader class. But that's it. Not really much more to say. I'm probably going to do another video closer to the time. It's the week leading up to the event where I'm going to lay down a few more details. But TF Nation's on its way, people. If you feel the need to switch on your camera and say a few words about the convention that's coming up, then feel free to do so. It seems to be the in thing on the UK YouTuber scene. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I'm not going to edit it. I didn't do it on the last one. So yeah, that's my chewing the fat. Again, obviously I've got my end of month bot haul on Friday, so that's coming up. So I'll see you next time. Bye bye.